Guys, deluded. Thank you for having me. I'm back again, man, and it's a pleasure to be back. Arsene Wenger now allegedly, well, there's nothing to say allegedly about. He's been linked with the Japan national team. To be honest, that's not the first time I've seen that link. In fact, even when he was an Arsenal manager, and yeah, we all know Wenger was at the club for years, day-to-day management. He's left. He's probably arguing what more can he do. He's been a pundit. He's previously spoken about how he wouldn't be able to cope with not being able to do something day to day in regards to international management versus club management. Although clearly his stance has changed. He's been linked with the Japan Post. Now it's probably nothing but paper talk, but I mean we might as well humour ourselves, and it could be a good position for him. Firstly, you would think for obvious reasons, not just him, Zidane. They'd probably be earmarked for the France job. I mean, say what you want about Wenger when it comes to young players, identification of talent, and all of these things, and nurturing. He's skilled at that. That's one thing he's good at. And you see the young amount of players are coming on the scene. Kylian said he wants to work under Wenger, for instance. Don't know why he didn't sign for Arsenal, but you see how he could be of use to the France national team in the same way Zidane could. So there'd be that. Obviously, you could say England. It's not going to happen with Southgate. You could just about insert it with any international country football inside. So you could say that. For Japan, it'll be a good move because Japan they'll have a big no manager. I mean, he'll demand respect and all of them sort of things, and they'll listen to him. The Japanese players, I'm a big fan of how humble they are. They don't even the likes of Kagawa and Honda, like the two probably most known players in that Japanese side. They quite frankly don't care for names and stuff. They're very humble and they've got a lot of humility. Their values Wenger likes to preach. In fact, even if you look at when Wenger went to Japan, that helped shape a large part of his management philosophy, especially in regards to controlling his emotions, which he said. So he's still loved in the country. Even when we went there a couple of years ago, he's still loved. He was even linked with a couple J League sides when he left the club, when he left Arsenal, the club, this summer. So clearly, the people of Japan are fond of him, and he's fond of them. Clearly, he's learnt a lot there, whether it's the language, the culture, outlook on life, or psychology wise, how to handle yourself. So yeah, they've got a good crop of young players. Not that I know any of them specifically, but they've been working to bring a young crop of players. They also did themselves proud in the World Cup. Obviously, if we're being cynical of them, game management, they're all pouring forward at 2-2 and Belgium took advantage. But the very fact they scored two, they done their people them proud. So it could happen for him. And then obviously the pressure, no disrespect to Japan, but the pressure of managing Japan is not going to be the same as if you manage France, for instance. So we'll see what happens on that front. It probably is nothing more than youthful, not even youthful is not the right word, just naive links. It probably is not true at all, people. But the more I sat here and humoured myself, I thought, yeah, when you look away from France and you make a case for these other countries, Japan must scream at Wenger. It must scream at Wenger to want to manage them or whatnot. We'll see what happens, man. I mean, I'm keen to see what happens in regards to his future, if it's a club or international management he does or whatever. But for now, I might as well get out of here, to be fair. Oh, and another point. I mean, say what you want about Wenger, he could help shape how the nation is going in the footballing wise, development wise, in regards to tactically trying to improve them in regards to their passing and their cute little interplays and stuff like that. So there is a benefit for it. So yeah, man. Obviously, he'll be away from the pressures of club management and things. Something he's clearly not cut out for anymore. Sorry, granddad. But yeah, guys, deluded. Get in a comment, subscribe, and do the rest. I'm out.